What's up? Welcome to the Unstuck Podcast. I'm your host, Drew Koss, and you are in the right spot. This is where we discuss real life, real problems with real people. You're going to get unstuck. Now, while you're at it, make sure you subscribe and share this with a loved one. Let's get ready to get unstuck. What up, though? I'm going to give you a warning already. If you guys see Aaliyah, or if you're listening to this, if Aaliyah comes down, you guys know by now, she's my co-host. If you're new to this show, Aaliyah, my 4-year-old, is my co-host, so she interrupts. But this one is for the ladies today, right? I'm gonna help you understand the men in your life, whether you be single or you're married, or even if you have like a son or a brother who you're close to. This will help you out greatly. By now, it's 2024. We already know men do not, open up the same exact way as women. But we also want to realize that that is not an excuse for us not to get men some help. And I'm going to tell you a couple things that men want to say, but they never really get a chance to say. Excuse me. And let's just get into it. So, as I'm getting my notebook out, make sure you're subscribed to this channel so that we can keep helping more people and that we can help people become amazing and great. And one of our sponsors is a group called King's Talk, where men get to vent, get to support, get to get answers, and it's completely free. If you're interested in that, I'll make sure I leave the link in the show notes. So, I'm sorry, I don't even have a code. I don't know what's going on. Sorry. So the first thing that men usually say within that they want to say out loud, but they don't, is I'm not okay. And I don't know how to be okay. Now, why is this one a big one? This is one usually where a woman or a person can ask a man, how you feeling? Usually the answer is going to be, I'm okay. Or something catastrophic could happen, and the man will probably be like, I'm good. And it may come across as if, of course, that he's just good, but deep down inside, we know he's not. So the question is really, why is he saying that? Why does he want to say that he's not okay and that he doesn't know what to do about it? Why doesn't he just say that? It would make things a lot easier if he just came out and was like, I'm not okay. I don't know how to not be okay. I don't know what to do. It would make things easier. But I believe the reason why men don't say it, and don't get mad at me, ladies, please don't, is men do not have enough safe spaces. Men do not have enough virtual or even physical places where they can go and verbalize what they feel without being ridiculed, without being alienated, or without being ignored. Most people can't take somebody crying in front of them without trying to stop them from crying, right? So imagine now a man doing that. It's twice as awkward, twice as hard. So that's one thing he's probably saying on the inside, I'm not okay, and I don't know how to be. There goes co-host coming down the stairs. So beware, guys. The second one is I just need a hug and no solutions. Now, you might say, that's crazy. No man is wanting a hug. You would be a fool to believe that men do not want hugs. And it doesn't even have to be sexual. It could literally just be a hug or to be held. Now, I don't agree with everything she does, and you may not agree with everything she does, but Ayanla, she's not even a therapist. I think she's more so a coach, but she has a lot of good tactics. I'm not gonna knock her for that. Something that she does to men, which is amazing, is she hugs them, she holds their head, and she puts their head in her shoulders. She rubs their back. Now you may say, Drew, that sounds weird. As a man, you never get that done to you. You are never held. You never get a big hug like that. Almost never. Right? What's the one thing that kids want when they get hurt? They want kisses and they want hugs. They want to feel protected. They want to feel seen. They want to be seen. They want to feel that they're loved and that they're comforted. Men want the same thing. Women do too. But it's rare that a man's gonna get a hug like that. So your homework is go and look up Ayanla, how she hugs men. It's amazing. It's so amazing that when she hugs a man, another man in the audience usually starts to cry. Amazing. So let's take a break real quick. This episode is also sponsored by Drew Calls Coaching, where we teach you how to podcast. If you want to start your podcast, we teach you how to do it from A to Z. And then if you want to move into the next phase, we actually handle the editing and the management for those who want to go that route. So go ahead. I'll put that in the link as well. Or you can go to go.drewcost.com. Now, the third one is when you immediately give me a solution, I feel my feelings don't matter. Men want to probably say it somewhere around this language. When you immediately give me a solution, I feel my feelings don't matter. Now, even though men are solution oriented, or we want to just solve problems, everybody wants to know that their feelings are not necessarily validated, but they're, I guess you would say, seen. But it doesn't matter if the feelings are wrong. Are you giving me a chance to voice what I feel? Even if what I feel is not truth, I still feel it. So a man wants to say, hey, when you immediately give me a solution, I don't feel my feelings matter. And what usually happens is he turns off his feelings and he just becomes a robot. This is why men are so good at grinding. This is why men are so good at doing things for years and decades and become mundane. And they do it with no feelings because somewhere down the line, those feelings got cut off. And you don't need feelings to function, but you need feelings to actually live a life that you want to live. Completely different. Drew, how do you know this? For years, I did things with no feelings. I just did them because it needed to be done, and that was it. And that's not a good thing. Not a good thing. So that one is, when you immediately give me a solution, I feel my feelings don't matter. Oftentimes, we want to give a solution to somebody when we see them struggling or hurting. We usually want to give the solution because we have thought about their problem so many times already. And for us, we're like, hey, we've seen you struggling. We know the answer. Let me just go ahead and give you the answer. But a lot of times that's not the best thing at that time. I found out in my years of coaching, when someone's ready to receive the solution, they actually go and implement a lot better because it's their idea now. Sometimes it just takes me listening or me just being present. Something that one of my friends used to do. We used to always take like silent walks or silent car rides. No talking. You just ride or you just talk. Me and my man CJ were just known for just having times where we did not talk. We just was there. We just read. And you have no idea how much healing that is being in somebody's presence when you know they care. The fourth one, and this is one that most men will never say, but this is one they struggle with. I don't know how to be a good father. Most black men have not grown up with a father. Not saying that I'm not saying white men haven't. I don't know the statistics of that, but I know for a fact I probably can count on both hands how many black men I know who grew up with a father. That's embarrassing. I don't know how to be a good father. So you either see three options. They become exactly like the father was to them. If he was absent, they become absent. If he was abusive, they become abusive. If he was in and out, they become just like that. Or they become drastically the opposite. Or they are somewhere in the middle where they're always struggling. Am I a good father or not? I struggle with that a lot sometimes. Am I a good father or not to my daughters? And you start to realize that sometimes you don't give yourself grace as a man. And that struggle always sits in your head. I'm not a good father. I'm not a good father. I should be doing this. I should be doing that. And most of the times you don't realize sometimes you are doing the best you can. And then sometimes you do need to be checked. But it's something that most men will never voice. They won't voice it because it's really, really hard to be vulnerable. It's very, very scary to let somebody know I don't have it all together. Newsflash, none of us have it all together. None of us have it all together. The last one is, I don't know how to love myself, but I know how to hustle. 50 Cent, one of my favorite rappers, you can knock me if you want, had a song for his movie Get Rich or Die Trying. And the song talks about, let me actually pull it up so I don't mess it up. I'm not gonna sing the song or rap it, but in the song he's talking, in the actual whole album and the whole movie, it's really based on how he can grind. I'm not against grind, but I'm against when you put grinding over loving yourself, loving others. And it's easy to do because you can grind and have no feelings attached. But when you love, there's a possibility that somebody can hurt you. There's a possibility that someone could betray you. And that's a place that none of us want to do at all. We don't want to be vulnerable. We don't want to be in a place where we feel someone could hurt us, so we just stay away from that. And that's why men are so good at hustling. So in the chorus, he talks about, I want to find the things, I want the finer things in my life, so I hustle. I'm not going to say the word. Nigga, you get in my way while I'm trying to get mine, and I'll buck you. I don't care who you run with or where you from. Nigga, you. I want to find the things in my life, so I hustle. Now, there's another another part of that movie in him, which literally talks about how he would bury his emotions, and that turned the hustle up. That's not necessarily something that men want. It's just something that men do. With all of these things, it's not a men against women thing. It's me just helping women understand the person that they're dealing with at a deeper level. Men do have feelings. Your man wants to open up. And with that being said, I'm just giving you some things that's floating around in his head. Now, what you could do with that is you can reverse the question. Hey, hon, how come you always okay? Like, what how do you handle so much? He'll probably be like, 'cause I have to, 'cause this is what men do. And then pause, let him say the next sentence. He may start opening up. Trust me on this one. Or, I'm about to give you the biggest hug you ever got. He'll be defensive at first or squirming, but he'll want it. Or, hon, I just want to let you know when you open up to me, I validate your feelings. He'll be like, what's going on? But he'll love it. The fourth one is, hon, you're an amazing father. A man hearing that is like a woman hearing that she's the most beautiful thing in the world. Trust me. The last one, hon, how do you love yourself? Like, how do you do that? He probably would say, I don't. Just pause. Sometimes the best answer is in the pause. It's not always in more verbiage. It's not always in, can I keep talking to him? Can I keep trying to pull something from him? Sometimes it's in the pausing, letting him come up with the answer, letting him talk. I hope this helps you guys. And as always, if you haven't subscribe to the channel so that we can keep helping more people. And definitely, if you are wanting to do what I'm doing right now, which is podcasting, we would love to help you. I'm podcasting right now and just sitting in a chair. This is not a video one. This is just audio. So I'm sitting in a chair with a pillow on my lap and a notebook. And I'm relaxed. And it's possible. And the reason why I'm an advocate for podcasting is if you are a brand, you want a community. You want people in your community to feel connected to you, and podcasts let you do that. And it lets you not have to always chase the algorithm of social media. I'm getting tired of social media. So this is a way that you can get your brand out, connect with your audience, reach new people, and you could do it in a sustainable method or a sustainable way. If that's something that you want to take part of, go to go.drewcost.com. We'll put it in the link as well. Check us out. Let's get you started. Be great, guys. I'm out of here. I cannot say thank you enough for listening to this episode. Do me a favor, subscribe and share it with a friend.
Okay.
Help us help more people as we share a message of getting unstuck with real life problems with real people solving them. Be great.